Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a question that I got in my DMs from someone who was asking me about my opinion on static stretching. And so I thought it would be good for me to tell you a little bit about his story and then introduce to you the idea of static versus dynamic stretching, when you should incorporate each, the pros and cons of both. And we'll talk about something that I see all too often in the gym, which is people static stretching before they work out. So I had someone ask me this question. He reached out to me in my DMs and he asked me what I thought about static stretching. He said that he had been incorporating a 20-minute static stretching routine post-workout, specifically to target his hamstrings because he felt they were tight. And I said that I'm not a huge fan of static stretching. I'm more a fan of dynamic stretching and active release. And I asked him about what his experience was like. And he said that since he incorporated this static stretching routine, he's had 2 hamstring injuries. To which I said, those injuries probably occurred in the new range of motion that you've developed because you've lengthened your hamstrings and you have less control over that range of motion. Am I right? And he said, yeah, in fact, both of those injuries had occurred in the lengthened range of motion that he didn't have before. And he basically created this new range of motion that he didn't have proper control over and was then placing under load, even with a light load, and he was injuring his hamstrings. So I want to talk about what the options here are. Now, static stretching is, of course, holding a single stretch for a long time. Static stretching is a great way to improve your range of motion, but you also have to have control over that range of motion. So if you lengthen your muscles to a range that you do not practice that range of motion, and you're putting yourself at risk for injury. Static stretching is also very parasympathetic. So when we're working out, we're in a sympathetic state. We're in fight or flight mode. Static stretching is a good way to calm down from that. And that is basically telling your body that it's safe to relax. Part of what goes along with that is this cool response that your body sends, the muscle spindle sends to your body during a static stretch. Based on different studies, it shows that this GTO, Golgi tendon organ response, happens somewhere between the 7 to 10 second mark of holding that stretch, where basically your body gets a signal that it's safe to relax further. So you might notice if you're holding a static stretch, that after about 7 to 10 seconds, you can go deeper into that stretch. That's your Golgi tendon organ response, your GTO response, which is telling your body that it's safe to relax and go further. Now, taking these into consideration, especially the fact that it is parasympathetic and you get this GTO response that tells your body it's safe to extend a range of motion, this is not good to do pre-workout. Do not static stretch pre-workout. One, you're telling your body to calm down and relax right before you're going to go lift really heavy weights. That's not ideal. We want to get amped up and be ready to perform. And 2, you're telling your body that it's safe. There's not, this will only increase your risk of injury. And in fact, it decreases your force production. It can decrease your reaction time. So it's really putting you in a dangerous and precarious position when you're about to go squat really heavy weight, but you've before that told your body that it's safe to relax. So we want to be parasympathetic. So a better option for pre-workout would be a dynamic stretch routine, an active release if you have some tightness in your muscles. And that would be simply like, rolling around on a lacrosse ball, getting a ball or a barbell or a foam roller in there to release some adhesions while not static stretching and telling your body that it's okay to relax. But we can still improve range of motion. We can prepare your body to move. So when I tell my people to work out, my clients, I say, think about the muscles that you're going to be using in that workout. If you're going to be training legs, do some deep squats and some walking lunges. Maybe do some 90-90s with your hips to open up your hips a little bit. Dynamic movements that are going to promote blood flow and get your body ready to perform the tasks that you're about to put it through, because they are going to be intense. And we don't want to tell the body to relax. We want to get the body ready to move. So dynamic stretching or active release is a much better option to perform pre-workout. You will reduce your risk of injury, especially if you've been static stretching before your workout. Please stop doing that. I see a lot of people still doing that. So I hope this helps you. I hope any of you who are static stretching before your workout switch to more dynamic movements. You will see a benefit. You will see increased performance. If you guys have any questions on this, please drop a comment below. I want to answer all your questions. Slide into my DMs if you have other questions. I love the ones that have been coming to me, and I've been getting really good ideas for more whiteboard talks. So keep them coming. I want to help you guys. I do still have spots available for my online coaching. So if you want to work with me and you need help with your warm-up routine, your nutrition, your training, if you need help reaching your goals, I can help get you there, all right? So slide into my DMs or hit the link in my bio. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks again.